Okay, 7:59. I guess we'll get started in 1 minute. Always nice to talk to our charm people. Oh, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. I saw Rhonda just popped on.
Amazing.
It's always nice when I recognize it.
I'm going to be meeting with you on Monday, Rhonda.
Yeah, Shauna with us too. Very nice. All right. To any attendee, our chat Q&A is always open. So if you have questions for us, just pop them in the chat. If you want to say hi, chime in where you're coming from. No, Rhonda, she's in North Carolina, but was traveling to Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're just a friendly group tonight. Okay, shall we begin? We're right on the dot.
We can begin. Yeah, let me share. Oh, I am sharing already. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much all for joining tonight. I'm really excited to share the incredibly innovative integration and platform that we've built together with the CharmHealth EHR. So if you do use the CharmHealth EHR, or if you're looking for a new EHR that is integrated with VitaminLab to help you to create truly personalized supplements for your patients, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to dive deep into exactly why practitioners choose VitaminLab and choose to personalize formulas based on each individual's needs. We'll get into, the full benefits of that personalized supplement for both you, the patient, or you, the practitioner, and your patients, and then how the integration works. So directly in your CharmHealth, you can be creating these customized protocols. There's nothing else like it anywhere in the world. So we're really excited to share that with you. And then we'll go through a case study as well, just to make it real for you, pull in some real life examples, and take you through the full formulating process. So hello, I'll introduce myself. I'm Sarah. I am a registered holistic nutritionist. I've been with VitaminLab for over 4 years and been in the, functional supplement realm for about 12 years now. And my passion lies in women's health and hormone balancing, going through my own journey with that and coming out the other side. So I love speaking to practitioners every single day about how they can really optimize their personalized treatment plans for their patients. Lydia.
Hey, I'm Dr. Lydia. I'm a naturopathic doctor here at VitaminLab. I take care of you guys. I take care of our amazing practitioners. I will say, I think we have the best practitioners. So I've been in practice for 14 years. I work a lot with hormonal health as well. But really we're here for you tonight. We're going to do a lovely little presentation on the Charm integration. And yeah, we always love these little monthly chats that we do.
So let's get into who VitaminLab is. VitaminLab was founded about 6 years ago. We're actually a Canadian company located in Victoria, BC, Canada, on Vancouver Island, the most beautiful place to live. We feel very grateful to be located here, but we actually work 95% of our practitioners are located in the US. The market in the US for this kind of product is gaining big momentum, and practitioners are kind of flocking to this solution. So we help you to create a truly personalized supplement. We'll custom compound it unique to that individual. And with our integration with Charm EHR, that interface allows you to formulate the all-in-one supplement directly in your Charm portal. I'll hand it over to Lydia for this slide.
Yeah, I really love talking about this because it's such a win-win, which is like always the best thing in the world. So in terms of being a practitioner, it's very important that you have multiple streams of revenue, like just exchanging your time in a visit, that's great, but it's nice to have a product line as well that can just, give you that extra revenue stream. So that's what we're here to help you do at VitaminLab. We do see improved compliance with our supplements because they are all in one. So there's no more multiple bottles where your patients are getting confused with what they're taking. And compliance, it just makes our job so much easier when patients follow through with the treatment plans that we take a tremendous amount of time to make. It streamlines your workflow because you can formulate right in your Charm EHR, order your product. It's a beautiful integration. You get to grow your practice because really it's nice when you have your brand on a product. Every time the patient picks up the product, they're thinking of you. So it's just a practice growth tool. And we have lots of exclusive offerings and private labeling as well. So again, building your own brand. And yeah, and then from the patient benefit, because we want to benefit our patients like more than anything. They get personalized care from you. So they really feel it's an excellent experience being with a practitioner that can personalize a supplement for you. You just feel kind of special, and who doesn't want to feel special? We see better results because we're getting really effective products that have everything you need and not things that you don't need. Again, with improved compliance, obviously the follow through makes a big difference. It's more convenient. It's easy to travel with your VitaminLab pack. And they get to save some money, no more buying multiple products. And, that can really add up very easily. So yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah, and I do just want to touch on our quality commitment as well. That's top of mind for us. We know it is for you as well because your integrity is at stake when you're recommending these protocols for your patients. So our facility is NSF certified. And if you haven't heard of NSF certification, it is the highest level of certification that you can have as a manufacturing facility in supplements. So they oversee every step of our production process, from the ingredients that come into our facility. Every single lot of the ingredients that we get in gets triple tested internally. We test for heavy metals and impurities, microbiologicals, and we do an ID assay as well. And then we send that for external third-party validation. We also don't use any excipients. It's the benefit of being able to do small batch and custom compounding. So there's no long list of non-medical ingredients that is on your label. I would just like to maybe make it a little bit more interactive and ask a question to you guys off the cuff here. So on average, when you're seeing the average patient, if you want to just type in the chat here, how many different bottles of supplements are you typically recommending after your first visit? Is it, 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, or more than that? If you wanted to just pop that in the chat, I'd be interested to find that out. While we wait for your answers there, we'll hop on to the next slide. We wanted to include this just so that you know what to expect in packaging of the personalized supplements. I love this label here. It's Dr. Lydia's personal label for her naturopathic patients. We can create this for you as well. So it's very easy to set up. Once you sign up for an account with us, you will get an account executive and a dedicated account manager, and we'll help you. You can just send us your logo. And then anytime you order through VitaminLab, your patient's name goes on the label, your logo goes here, and then their own personal supplement facts and directions. So really giving your patient that sense of ownership over their supplement. They're not wondering, why they're taking everything they're taking, that, when they open up their supplement cupboard, it overflows. They know that you have created something that's completely unique to them. I love this visual of exactly what we've been talking about. Has anybody responded in the chat yet? Okay. No, they haven't. But, typical answers that I hear when speaking with practitioners is that, it's between 3 and 6 bottles. And especially if you are doing additional, micronutrient testing, you may need to double up on formulas because a generic multi won't provide you with a therapeutic dose. So at VitaminLab, you have full control over the ingredients, the forms of those ingredients, and the dosages of them. You can dose therapeutically and be able to combine all 6 of these, generic formulas into an all-in-one.
Margaret responded to us, and she says that she usually uses 4 to 6 different supplements, and that can be very standard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very typical. And
Yeah.
you know, because we're compounding it, we're taking full advantage of that capsule volume as well. So we're actually able to reduce, in most cases, capsule count by at least 20 to 30%. So if you're taking 4 to 6 different bottles, that's at least 6 capsules at minimum, maybe up to 10. And so we'll be able to reduce that by at least a few capsules.
And I will also say you can formulate synergistically. Like there's some herbs and things that work well together, say ashwagandha and holy basil. And so when you're using things synergistically, you don't have to use such high doses because things are really working together to achieve that intended outcome.
Yeah, that's a great tip. So how our integration works with Charm is that you head into your Charm portal, and I'll take you through all of this as well. But just as an overview, you head into your Charm portal, hit the settings, click integrate, and then you'll be all set. You'll be able to find VitaminLab when you are in your session with your patient. I'll take you through how to formulate and then finalize the formula order. So there's really 2 ways that we've set it up in the CharmHealth EHR. We wanted to make personalizing supplements very accessible for you and really easy to, you know, not have to reinvent the wheel. So we've put together over 40 at this point curated protocols within the CharmHealth portal that I saw a little hand go up. What that was. Yeah, over 40 curated protocols based on different health conditions or typical, you know, formulas that you would see on the market based on the latest research as well, that you can then stack into your patient's formulas. The other way that you can formulate is just by, you know, going right into the VitaminLab portal and having access to our over 200 professional grade ingredients. So I'm excited to take you through that as well.
Yeah, so let's talk about our protocols. I've had the good fortune of making some of our protocols. We have some wonderful nutritionists on our team as well that have contributed to this. And really, it's in response to what we hear from you guys. We're always focusing on what our practitioners need. We're obsessed with you guys. So our protocols, we have over, as Sarah mentioned, I think there's about 40 now protocols in the Charm portal. So ranging from things for metabolic health, blood sugar control, cardiovascular disease prevention protocols. We have mental health protocols. We have sleep protocols, cognitive performance enhancing protocols. And then one that we've made recently that's quite popular is our hair protocol. You know, we know that's a significant problem for people, very, very stressful. So yeah, so we're really creating things that solve real world problems. That's always our focus. And we love making you guys look like we're rock stars. Okay, so yeah, this would be a typical case study. This would be a patient I would see personally. I'm sure many of you guys joining us tonight would see something like this too. So we have Priya, she's 51. She's on GLP-1 agonist, and she's come to you because she's experiencing side effects of this medication. She's telling you that she's frustrated. How many of our patients are frustrated, right? That she's finally losing weight, her blood sugar is under control, but she has heartburn and her hair is coming out in clumps. And her doctor's also told her that she needs vitamin D and K2 for her bones. So these are the cases we see. We barely ever have a patient that comes in with one single problem. Like that's just a lovely day when it's just one problem to solve. It's usually a constellation of things. And that's why, like Margaret said, we need 4 or 5 different products, 4 to 6 different products. So in this case, we're going to formulate for Priya. So in this instance, we have our hair health formula, and I want to point out a few key factors with our hair health formula. We've certainly got the biotin, which is important for keratin production, etc. But we also have some key amino acids that maintain the integrity of the hair. We have antioxidants in there. We have resveratrol and arginine to promote nitric oxide release and promote circulation. And we have some stress management tools in there, the holy basil and ashwagandha, as well as the collagen. So typically those would be all very separate, different products. I don't know that I've seen, and I've seen thousands of products. I don't think I've ever seen collagen complex with ashwagandha before. So even those types of unique combinations you can find in your Charm portal. And then on top of that, we have our GLP-1 digest product, which has been very, very popular because we have people, they're losing weight, they're on these medications, they're doing well, but they're having short bowel syndrome, they're getting some indigestion, they're feeling kind of nauseous. So anything we can do to help them really eat well, nutritiously, and digest their food appropriately, well, all the better, right? So if we can combine a hair health product with the GLP-1 digest, and then she's been notified by maybe another physician that she needs vitamin D or vitamin K2, or maybe you tested and she needs those ingredients, we can create something really unique for Priya. She's going to feel really happy that she just has one product to take and she doesn't have to purchase multiple different products.
Okay. Thanks, Lydia. I'm excited to see how that all comes together into that all-in-one formula. So
Yep.
Step one is to head into your CharmHealth EHR. And so once you do that, you can go to the gears icon, which is your settings. That will pull up a different tab. So I'll share that one instead. And then you'll scroll down until you see the VitaminLab link. Click on that. And to activate, there is going to be a little checkbox here, and then you'll click on activate. And if you are already active, like I am, it will say your status is active. From here, you're going to go back to your home screen and then to your patients tab. So we've got Priya here as a patient already logged in. We'll go into her profile. And then when we create a new encounter for her, let's say we're seeing her today, we've got a new encounter. We'll create with the SOAP template and then take our notes while we're on session with her. While you're on session with her, you can also open up this supplements section, click add supplements, and then the VitaminLab drop on the drop-down menu. And this is the really exciting formulating tool that we've incorporated within that Charm portal. So you can now begin to search for any ingredient by name or any protocol by name. So because we know exactly what we have in front of us for Priya, we have the hair protocol. I'm just going to type in hair, and you'll be able to see our hair, skin, and nails protocol and the hair health one. This is the protocol that we've highlighted for Priya. You can also, if let's say you want Bifido, you can just type in Bifidobacterium or Bifido, and it'll show you the formulas that we have that contain that ingredient specifically. So you can see it's also in our immune support protocol. I'm going to click on the GLP-1 antagonist or agonist optimal digest. Again, I can't tell you how popular this formula has been for our patients. I love that it has the pancreatin in there, all of our probiotics, ginger for the nausea, and L-glutamine to help with that gut health or the gut lining. So from here, the only thing we're missing now is the D3 and K2. And so I can show you once we transfer it over to VitaminLab how you can add those two separately. So right now I'm going to click on the review formula button. You'll then add your formula name. So you can see that we have two different naming conventions. We have formula name and then we have protocols. Protocols are what we can stack within the formula. So our formula is typically going to be the patient's first and last name. Then you can choose your dose type. Veggie capsules or powder are your options. So that's always beneficial for patients who are adverse to swallowing pills. And then you can select your duration. So minimum supply length here is 60 days. Maximum supply length option is 180 days. And then the default is always going to be set to 90 days. Now we get into the fun part of just reviewing this formula. So at a glance at the bottom, you can see what the daily capsule count is for those two combined protocols. So we're at 6 capsules per day for that formula. We've got, all of those ingredients. So if there's, for whatever reason, you want to get that down to 4 capsules per day, we can kind of do some finessing of the ingredients. So I'm going to potentially just remove saw palmetto. I might reduce some dosages of certain ingredients, maybe pancreatin to 100. And this is, yeah, you'll want to do as much adjusting of these ingredients as you can here, because once we click this add to chart notes or add and transmit to VitaminLab, that's the formula that ends up being saved on your patient's profile. So now that I've made those changes, I can recalculate the price, and we've now brought the daily capsule down to 5 capsules per day. You'll notice that we do have 2 different billing options. So I'm just going to add and transmit this to VitaminLab so that I can review those 2 a little bit easier on the bigger screen here. So I'm going to share this tab instead. So like magic, if you're already logged into your VitaminLab portal, it will take you directly here to be able to finalize that order. So you'll have the ability to just order this as is or edit the formula by using this edit button. So I'm going to edit because remember, we're going to be adding the D3 and K2 on their own. When we edit, we enter onto the formula editing page. So that is all right here. You'll again have the ability to change any of the supply lengths. You can add auto refills. So that's going to help with that long-term compliance and take some workload off of you over time to not have to reorder them for them. And then when we scroll down, you'll see this is where we have the list of all of our catalog of ingredients. So if we want to type in K2, that ends up showing up on the bottom here. And then we have a standard dose amount listed for your reference, or you can therapeutically dose anywhere between the minimum and maximum. So I'm going to add 100 micrograms here. And now you can see on our formula summary that we've added that K2, and I'll do the same here for D3. And I'll add. And then when you make any changes, you can recalculate that price. I'm just going to go in here, maybe try to get it down to 4 capsules a day, because I feel like 4 capsules is just a little bit easier to manage than 5. Maybe 250. Let's give that a shot. All right. So now we're at 4 capsules per day. The patient can take all 4 in the morning if they want. They can split dose. You can make notes on your portal as well to, if you would like, indicate any special dosing instructions that you would like to have on the label. You can indicate that here. Now, to review the 2 different billing options, we've provided you the option to be hands-off with a patient pay option. So that's VitaminLab taking care of the payment for you. And there's a built-in margin for you here of 25%. So that ends up being $127 per month for the duration of their supply length. So here we have a 90-day supply. So that would be 3 payments of $127. And then you would get an auto direct deposit into your bank each month once they've completed their billing cycle of that 25% margin. If you, on the other hand, want to take care of payment directly with your patient, have that sense of control, and typically, you know, any of our private label practitioners will want to have that one-on-one connection with their patients regarding payment, you can choose the wholesale cost. So you can see the wholesale cost here is less than the total retail cost, because that's 3 payments. The wholesale cost is $241 for the full 90-day supply of this incredible formula that you've created. And then you can mark it up to your patients as much or as little as you want. If you want to give them a discount, you can. You have full control. So, you know, typically our practitioners will mark it up about $100 so that they can cover their formulating time and, you know, make a little bit of extra margin on top of that as well. To finalize the formula, you can just click on Buy Now and then select your preferred billing method. What I love is that you can choose a different billing method each time, or you can stick to one, you know, fully. The invoice to patient option will just bring you to this page here. Once you confirm the order, an email will be sent to your patient, and we just advise you to thoroughly review that billing cycle with your patients, and then they'll pay VitaminLab. We'll produce it. It takes about 10 business days for our facility to produce the formula, and then we'll ship it out from there. And extra bonus for your patients is that there's no additional fee for shipping. Anywhere in North America, we ship for free on standard shipping. For that clinic pay option here, you will still have the option to ship to the patient. So you can still drop ship even if the clinic is paying for the formula. So you would first collect payment from your patient, and then you or your admin staff would come in and kind of finalize this formula. So you'd add in their shipping information. You won't be, you will only need to do this the first time. It'll be saved for the second time in a little drop-down menu once you start typing their name, and then you'll finalize that purchase once you are all done filling that out. A little extra bonus that we've provided for any new practitioners is that we're offering $100 credit. So you can either use that towards the purchase of your first order, so you can try it out for yourself, or if you have a patient that's gung-ho and ready to get started with something, we're happy to walk you through, making sure that you create the best formula possible for them, and then you can utilize that credit on them. Or you can apply it towards getting your private label template set up so that you can start, getting your brand out there more, have your patients, see your brand every single day, and thank you every single day that they don't have a million products to keep track of. So that is how to formulate, based on the protocols that are already in the CharmHealth account. If you would just like to come directly from here to VitaminLab, you can always do that as well. So rather than adding any protocols here, you can just create from scratch, and that will bring you to that formula editing page, and you'll have a blank canvas to create your own formulas based on our ingredients. So we have a lot of practitioners that like to nerd out on that and create their own blends. Okay. Any questions that have come up, Lydia? I haven't seen just yet.
It doesn't look like it, but oh, yes. Somebody asked, can you explain the relationship between Charm and VitaminLab?
So CharmHealth is an EHR where you can, manage all of your patients' data, all your notes. You can have them log in to a patient portal. They're a really great, family-run business with a great community of people around them. We really love working with them. And VitaminLab is just something that they felt would be a really great value add for their practitioners. So we've partnered with them to be able to, offer personalized supplements in a way that has never been done before. Hope that answers your question.
Thanks, Margaret.
Any other questions that we can take? We'd be happy to dive a little bit deeper into anything that we've presented today. Or maybe now would be a good time, Lydia, to add in a couple of resource links here as well.
Sure.
So we'll add a link to that chat, or the question and answer one seems to be where people ended up putting their questions to sign up for an account. If you have a CharmHealth EHR login already, you can do it through that link that Lydia is going to be providing. Otherwise, I will actually provide a separate link if you're not on the CharmHealth EHR, where you can just log on normally. And then, to book a demo, we've got a link there as well.
Yeah, and if you're new to formulating, I just want to remind everybody there's a lot of support for you. Myself and your account manager, Carolina, Sarah, Christina, the entire team, we're here to help you formulate. If you run into a situation where you've got too many capsules and you're not exactly sure what are the voluminous ingredients and such, we can help you with that. We have resources in the portal as well. And we do monthly webinars. So there'll be another webinar this month, actually. You get a 2-for-1 in September. I'll be doing a webinar on developing a supplement line to complement the GLP-1 agonists. So if you're using that in your practice, we're going to have a really good discussion about complementary products and how to formulate those. and create your own line. It's just so cool.
Yeah, you can access all of Lydia's Formulating with Confidence webinars on our YouTube page. They're phenomenal. We get such great feedback from our practitioners on how useful the information really is. She teaches you how to formulate in a way that's not overwhelming. She gives you a, kind of like a step-by-step guide. So highly recommend checking those out. And we have a great podcast as well that interviews practitioners just like yourselves in the integrative and personalized health and treatment space. So
yeah, we cover different topics every month. So this one's going to be about GLP-1s, but we talked about men's health. We've talked about thyroid health. There's lots going on. I'll pop the link.
Okay, Rhonda, I love that comment. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Believe it or not, it's not the first time I've heard that today. So it's a great thing to hear. I love that we're able to provide you something that's going to be super useful for you.
Yeah, it's so awesome when it really, guys, you're part of an elite group. Not every practitioner is formulating their own products. So just pat yourselves on the back for being on the cutting edge with that. It's really a specialty.
So great. Well, I really appreciate everybody's time and connection with us here today. And we look forward to, working with you in the future. Again, please sign up for an account if you don't already have one. Reach out to your dedicated VitaminLab contact. If you have any questions, we're here to support you every single step of the way.
And I hope to see you guys at the webinar. It's usually the last Thursdays of every month. We pop on and we have a good discussion about all things formulating and health.
Okay. Well, thank you again. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
Bye.